Hello, good morning. Welcome, y'all. Here we are, last Sunday of March. Wow. We made it this far. Hey, there will be no yawning today. It's just one of my rules. Okay. Hey, let's open the service with song. Let's sing Seed to Sow. Until we do it again, this is our last time.
Some people quietly reveal in the manner of the meek. Some people shout the way they feel to a radical degree. But let me tell you about one thing I know. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Let your heart of hearts take you down the road. 'Cause everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Some people sing it to express, while others hear another call. Some people speak with subtleness, some don't rely on words at all. No. Let me tell you about one thing I know. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Let your heart of hearts take you down the road. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow. We are all pieces of the whole, with different feelings to evoke. Giving distinction to the roles, different players, different strokes, yeah. But let me tell you about one thing I know. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Let your heart of hearts take you down the road. 'Cause everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Some people walk, some people race, some bury their pace. But love will use what you will give. Surrender to your state of grace, yeah. Oh, let me tell you about one thing I know. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Let your heart of hearts take you down the road. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow. Everybody's got a seed to sow.
Yes, indeed, and go sow those seeds. Happy Sunday here at the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where transformation happens. I'm Linda Brewer, and I'm so blessed that I have the privilege of welcoming all of you here in the room and our love streamers on Facebook and YouTube. Love streamers, please say hello and let us know where you are. We'd love to check in with you. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so that we can help make the world a better place. And if you want to commit to doing that, please join us in saying our promise statement. We promise to embody love, compassion, and kindness everywhere we go, and to be the peaceful presence we want to experience in this world. We recognize the divine oneness in everyone and everything, including all living creatures, Mother Earth, and the universe. We promise to be generous, sharing our time, talents, and treasures as we serve from the highest truth that love is the way. Recognizing and embodying this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Our theme this month is What If? And Reverend Cindy's talk is called Being a Possibilitarian. Google spell check does not recognize that word. Our special music today is the duo now known as MotherShip, DelAnne Haslam and Rory Norseth. Our practitioners serving today are Myrna Hurst, sharing a reading in a time of sacred silence before our centering music leads us into her sharing a prayer, and Therrell Hinckley holding high watch, knowing throughout this service that the best and highest is unfolding as we share this sacred time together. If you have never tried it, I encourage you to check out our book study that happens at 9:30 in the Retreat Center on the first floor. This is a great way to dive more deeply into the principles that we teach here every Sunday. Also a great way to get to know some other people a little more than you're able to do sitting here in the service on Sunday. April's book is called The Endless Practice, Becoming Who You Were Born to Be by Mark Depot. It's a great book. So everybody's welcome, and you do not have to have read the book to go. So please don't let that stop you. Is anyone here for the first time? If you're brave and willing to raise your hand, we'd love to welcome you. All right, back here, back here. All right. We're so glad to have you here with us this morning. If you haven't already done so, please pick up some information about us at the table in the lobby, and we have a little gift for you, a Science of Man magazine. And we affirm for you and for everyone here that you will experience a blessing this morning. So thank you so much for joining us. So I want to remind you, today is the last day to submit your Food, Fun, and Friends events that you're going to host. Please make sure you do that. I would guess maybe by midnight, so you could email them to the center, and we will make sure that those get to Robert. And this is just such a fun way that we get to know each other better, and it helps raise money for the center. And lots of us make lots of new friends through this process. So please host something if you can, and if not, please bid on the things when we get those out there, because it's just a great way to spend time with each other. Lots of fun things like bowling, and we've done flower arranging, we've taught card games, we've had concerts, all kinds of stuff, so check it out. All right. As I share the rest of what's coming up, please remember you can always find out what's happening on our website, spirituallyfree.org, and all the flyers about what's coming up are hanging on the wall in the hallway, and you can go stand there and look at them, and people ask you to move while you're doing that, but just check them out anyway. Tell them you will when you're done. All right, today following the service, we have our quarterly Learn More About Us gathering in the Retreat Center. Following a light lunch for those who are attending, Reverend Cindy will be sharing with everyone, especially this is for folks new to the center, but everyone's welcome, a more in-depth look at the principles and practices that we teach to live by every day. And this is also a great way to get answers to your questions if you have questions like, so what do you all believe? And what is affirmative prayer, and how did this center get organized, and how do I get involved, and what does it take to become a member, and things like that. So I encourage you to check that out right after the service downstairs. And on April 2nd, Rabbi Alan Bachman and Reverend Cindy are hosting a New Thought Passover Seder from 6 to 8 p.m. During this special event, they'll be guiding the participants through a ritual-filled symbolic meal as part of the enlightened retelling of the great Jewish freedom story of the Exodus from Egypt. It's a fascinating thing. This is a wonderful opportunity if, like me, you didn't grow up in the Jewish faith and you kind of only heard a little bit about this. It's a great way to understand something very important to a culture that may be different than what you experienced. So today, please sign up. There's lots of food involved, so they need to buy the food, so please get your tickets today. If you're going to do that, I encourage you to. And in case you missed it when you walked in, there's a great big beautiful basket filled with Italian goodies for this month's raffle. The winning ticket will be drawn next Sunday on Easter Sunday, so be sure to get your tickets before it's too late. I'm pretty sure that this will be the best Easter basket that anyone has ever received, so whoever wins this, you'll want to get a hold of that. So, all right. And if you haven't already, please mark your calendars and save the date. April 26th will be our annual meeting following the service. It's such an important time when we do elections and learn lots about what the plans are for the coming month and do all the business of the center. So please mark and plan to be here for that. And then we'll have a potluck lunch afterwards, because we cannot be together and not eat food. All right. So this is where I always remind you that the foundation of our center is prayer. It was founded on, it is grounded in prayer, and our professional prayer practitioners spend years training in the art and science of affirmative prayer so that if you are struggling with anything, they can know that there is a higher purpose for what's happening in your life, and they will know that for you until you can know it for yourself. And it's really great to have that kind of faith communicated to you through a prayer for a practitioner. So they are available after the service across the hall to do a prayer with you in person, and we have a prayer box out in the lobby, and you can also submit a prayer request on the website. So right now I invite you to settle in, allow Myrna's reading, a time of sacred silence, our centering music to connect you with that spirit within, and then Myrna will lead us in prayer.
There are more of you. That's good. Good morning. This morning's reading actually comes from a Reverend Sonia Russell, who has a center in Oakland, California, and it's lovely. So please join me with this. Well, I'm going to say it. You all just have to listen. That's how you join it. Imagine a world where we remember every moment that we are each the living breath of one spirit, woven together in a tapestry of infinite worth. No one is left out. No one is left out, and no one is less than. In this knowing, love is not just a choice, but our natural state. Every smile becomes an act of healing. Every word carries the power to bless. Every decision shapes a world where justice and joy and harmony flow without end. Here, borders dissolve. Scarcity disappears. And the impossible becomes the everyday. This is the vision that we're here to live, not someday, but now. What if we really, truly, deeply knew this? Not just in theory, but in practice. Not only on paper, but in real life. Imagine. What if, without exception, we believed that a world that works for everyone was not only possible, but inevitable? Or what if the came only when we actually practice all that we teach on oneness. Let's step into this dream with open eyes, open hands, and open hearts, and watch the world transform with the power of our oneness. It is through the lived recognition of our oneness that we become possibilitarians, isn't it? Let's carry those thoughts into this moment, just a moment of silence.
I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will open to my God, open to my God. I will make a quiet place within my mind, and I will open to my God, open to my God. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still and know. I will make a quiet place within my life, and I will open to my God, open to my God, and I will open to my God, open to my God.
In this quiet place, we open our hearts to the divine, to this beautiful place in which we live. This place of peace and love and caring and sharing. This place where each of these individual lives that we love are more and more aware of the fact that we are one life. That we have within us, individually as a group, to create harmony and peace in our lives, in this center, and indeed in the world. And I claim right now that this is so. That the infinite wisdom of the divine is here in this space. That we know all things. That we share all possibilities. And that we know this wisdom this feeling of love and harmony moves forward into the world and creates, indeed, peace on earth. And it is good. We take this feeling in our hearts right now into this day, into the rest of this week, indeed into the rest of our lives, and we call it good and make it so. And so it is.
Our greatest possibilities, our biggest, grandest ideas, our greatest accomplishments are always done in co-creation. Always we have a partner in spirit. This is what DelAnne's going to sing about with all her soulful self. She is amazing.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you. Yep. Her heart of hearts always takes her down the road. Obviously. Please sing along with us.
The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, 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 I used to think that I had to. I used to think that I should, 'cause preachers told me that I had to be good. But now I love 'cause I want to. I love because I am free, blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, I don't need any prodding, and I don't need any love. I want to sing with all my heart that God is my all in all. I let go of my burdens. Loving God has set me free, blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, the Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, guitar.
Oh, our special music today, always a favorite. MotherShip, the wonderful DelAnne Haslam on soulful lead vocals. Sometimes it's Rory.
Yeah.
Rory.
Believe it or not.
Rory, the amazing squirrel wrangler, currently. I'll let him tell you about that. Anyway, let's give it up. MotherShip.
Yes, Faye and I had a family of squirrels move into our garage crawl space. And I've been trapping them one at a time in a live trap and moving them to your neighborhood. Don't look in your window wells if you hear something scratching. So, MotherShip, that would be us two, we have just returned from the farthest flung corners of our circular galaxy, searching for songs to play today. And we found a couple. Wow, this thing, I haven't used this for a while, and it's getting in my way. But before we go there, there's been some confusion about MotherShip. It's capital M, capital S, one word, MotherShip. And so our PR team prepared a statement for us to read. MotherShip is a new act comprised of DelAnne Haslam on vocals and Rory Norseth on guitar and vocals. We have a lot of music to share. We chose our name as a metaphor for love. We invite people on board MotherShip to experience peace, love, and joy as a celebration of community, compassion, and love. That is actually our bio because we got into the Utah Arts Festival and we had to come up with this. First time we applied, and 2 months later we got an email and we both went, "Yay! Oh, shoot!" Oh, it wasn't shoot. Back in 1963, Bob Dylan was 22 years old, I think, and he wrote this song called "Blowing in the Wind." A time of very similar tumult in our society. Those of you who are Battlestar Galactica fans will get what I'm going to say here. This has all happened before, and it will happen again. Sing along if you'd like. I know from up here on our community songs, I see about half of you singing, half of you don't want to, and that's fine, whichever half you're in. How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many years must a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, and how many years must some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The
before he can see the sky. Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, and how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died?
The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good job, Rory.
Thank you. Thank you. Are we here? Okay. MotherShip. Thank you. Beautiful song, very appropriate for these days. Yeah, let's just all take a moment and take that in. A lot going on in the world, right? So yes, being a Possibilitarian. It's a big word, hard to say, but I think by the end I'll get it. But I wanted to finish our season of nonviolence. See, it's been 64 days that we've been practicing it, and today is day 58. And I love this word for today. The word is citizenship. Citizenship. Today, I challenge you to write one of your legislators and register your views. Yeah. Maybe like a lot of us that were out there marching yesterday, letting people know what our views were. Frederick Douglass said this: I have said that the Declaration of Independence is the ringbolt to the chain of our nation's destiny. So indeed, I regard it. The principles contained in that instrument are saving principles. Stand by those principles, be true to them on all occasions, in all places, against all foes, and at whatever cost. So think about this. What does it mean to be a citizen? Not just in the United States of America, but of this planet Earth. And here's a way to take action. Express your citizenship today by writing a letter or email to a member of the Congress or a member of the State Assembly on something you feel concerned about. This is how we can be citizens. See, I get it. Not everybody is able to be out there marching. It wasn't easy to get up that hill. And some people just couldn't do it because of whatever health concerns they have. But there's things that we can do. And if you can't write, you can make a phone call. We can all do something. So back to being a Possibilitarian. What if we let go of the illusion of separation? What if we dare to dream a new reality together? Let me tell you where this Possibilitarian came from. It's inspired by a man named Norman Vincent Peale. The Power of Positive Thinking is a book that he wrote a long time ago. Possibilitarian, to describe an optimistic mindset that focuses on solutions, opportunities, and potential rather than limitations and obstacles. Do you know any of those? Are you one of those? Or do you want to be one of those? You're in the right room. A possibilitarian believes in positive outcomes, acts with faith, and asks, what's possible? So, a possibilitarian is one who sees beyond conditions into creative potential. Boy, is that valuable to have these days. See, it's not a denial. I want to make sure that you understand this. It's not denying reality. Or they call it these days gaslighting. It's not denying reality. It's reclaiming our authorship, our creatorship, to create our reality. There's a big difference there. So, here's the moment that we're in, you guys. Today, this Sunday, is Palm Sunday, the Sunday before Easter. Palm Sunday is celebrated in many Christian churches today. And it is the triumphal entry of Jesus into Jerusalem. It's celebrated in and by processions. Processing into the centers, into the churches with fronds. I kind of, at the last moment, thought, oh, I wish I had a frond, but I don't. Imagine a big frond. So yesterday, there was a big procession, let me tell you. I was one of the 10,000 plus people that were processing. Yeah. Many of people in this room were there as well. I see you. I'm grateful that you were there with me. I'm grateful that Michael and Stephen were there, making sure that I got up that hill. So, the story of Palm Sunday is a story of radical love, humility, and spiritual authority. It kind of reminds me of the No Kings protest. There's a convergence that's happened this weekend. It's powerful. It's palpable. The parallel here is that when Jesus entered Jerusalem, he was not entering as a ruler. He wasn't a politician. He was a disruptor of false power. What did we do yesterday? So, the crowd that was expecting Jesus to come in, they expected something to happen where there was going to be a political overthrow. Instead, it was a raising of consciousness, a consciousness transformation. What are we about in this room? Transforming our lives through consciousness. So this is what happens. We have this science of mind lens that we study in this room. And science of mind says one life, one mind, one creative intelligence, in and through everything. And yet, the powers that be, the folks in the White House, they want us to feel like we are separated, that we are powerless, that we don't have authority over our own lives. Why? Because they can control us. But we all know something in this room. We know that we are the creators of our own lives. And if you don't know that wholly and completely, stay in this room. Keep listening. Jump into classes. Make friends with people in this room so that you can understand the power that we possess individually and as a community. See, the truth is, we are all individualized expressions of the one. We're not in bondage. It's just that sometimes we think that we are. Speaking of bondage, I'm doing a plug for the Passover Seder. Because a Seder is about retelling the story of the Egyptians being freed from bondage. What was that? Oh, the Egyptians let the Jewish people go. Thank you, I switched that around. And growing up, my family did this every year. And it's been many years since I've actually been to a Seder. So I'm very excited to host this. Now, Rabbi Allen's going to do an incredible job in leading our Seder. And you all know that I kind of like to cook. So if any of this resonates for you, make sure that you get your ticket right away, because I'm going shopping tomorrow. I need to know how many to cook for. Okay, I'm done with my plug. The question is, where are we still acting as if we are limited and in bondage? Look, I have areas in my life that I feel very free to express myself, and there's areas in my life that I'm still really working on, that I don't necessarily take the big step or use my voice to its capabilities because I don't want to rock the boat, hurt someone's feelings, not take care of someone the way I've always taken care of them. You guys get me. I know everybody has this happen in their life. In our book of the month, we're wrapping it up this week. It says that anxiety thrives on perceived disconnection, which creates a lack of control. But it also says that when we release our fear-based thinking and that anxiety, that we access this creative power to create the lives that we're here meant to live. See, we might have gotten lost in the fear that we get fed daily if you watch the news. But I'm here to remind you of something else. Our spiritual teachings talk about unity, about love, about the inner authority that we have, and about our divine identity. Because things can get real distorted. That's what we see out there happening. And that's why we need to tend to our own internal selves and make sure that we're not coming from a distorted perspective. We have to understand the divinity that is within this humanity that we live in. See, I just have to say this. Being out there with all those people, this is what I noticed. Everybody was there with the same purpose. Everybody was there because they said, we don't want a king. We don't want war. We don't want ICE killing people. But we all showed up in a nonviolent way. And it created this atmosphere. In fact, walking up that hill, there was no doubt in my mind that I was going to make it up there. There was no doubt in my mind that we were going to do this without violence. There was no doubt in my mind that this would be the biggest no kings they ever had. And you know what? It wasn't just in the United States of America. It was all over the world. In London, there was 500,000 people just in London. We're not the only ones that are not agreeing with how things are being run in our country. Powerful, you guys. For me, being out there, it gave me hope. Being out there helped me realize and recognize that in my unique oneness here, that I can make a difference. Because when you add one and one and one and it becomes millions, that's what makes a difference. So I see all of you that were there, and it's interesting because Rick said, I saw you up there, and I didn't see Rick. There was such a sea of people. Giselle posted some pictures, and I'm like, oh, there's a picture of me. I didn't even see you there. It was huge. It was loving. It was inspiring. Okay, so I want you to know that the power is not outside you, it's inside you. And when you bring that power from the inside and you do what you can do, whether it's march or write or call or sing, it was so amazing to be a part of the singing resistance and be singing with the big group of people. Didn't quite work well on the march part because there was people yelling louder than I could sing, but it was remarkable. Here's a Possiblitarian vision. I'm going to take it on. It's up to you whether you want to take it on. What if you really knew there was no separation? What if justice is really rooted in compassion? What if leadership is rooted in service rather than power and control? What if all the members of our community were rooted in belonging here, belonging to each other, supporting each other? What if we really dared to dream a new world together? So I have a call to action about being a Possiblitarian. Some practices for you. I want you to question any limiting beliefs. When that pops up in your head, oh, I couldn't possibly do that. I'm not young enough, old enough, rich enough, whatever enough. Question your limiting beliefs. Next, choose curiosity over fear. Ask yourself, where did that come from? How did this fear get installed in here? Next, act in alignment with unity, with oneness. Like they did yesterday when I'm walking. People handing out water, people handing out snacks, people asking, are you okay? Helping each other, making sure that they could get up the hill. The next is sacred activism. Again, I don't expect everybody to march, but let's not fight against something, but let's show up for love. Let's show up as love to wherever we go and whatever we do. Let's show up for truth. Let's show up for wholeness. Because it's up to us to bring that into the room and into the situation. And finally, don't wait for permission. If you're waiting for someone to say, yeah, it's okay to go out there, Rick. No. There's something in your heart to do it. Also, don't wait to be certain that you know the perfect way. perfectionism will stop you in your tracks. And finally, create from the truth of who you are. Who are you? You're a being of light. You're living this human existence, and within our humanity is our divinity. Never forget that. So I want to start closing, but before we close out completely, Jim Westerberry, he's sitting in the back row there. He took me up on the offer to do the what if assignment that I gave at the beginning of the month. Maybe some of you did it, maybe some of you didn't. I'm not going to give you an F or a D or a C or anything like that. But Jim jumped right on it and he created a song for us. It's called What If. So Raj is going to cue that up for us.
What if is a very powerful thought. It guides you thinking, what should you be thinking about, or what should you not? It only stands to reason that what you think about is what you focus on. And there is a saying that goes something like this: where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, something grows. It happens something like this when you buy a new car. Pretty soon, all you start seeing on the road is cars like the one you just bought. And all that thought of that came about because of the thought you had about your new car. What do you put in the front of your mind is what you come to see in time. So why not learn this lesson and put it to use and use it every time you have a bad thought? That's something that you do not want. Every time you catch yourself thinking about what you do not want, turn it around and make it something that you really want, that would serve you better in your life. It is both common sense and a spiritual principle. Always remember what you think about, you bring about.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you for creating that for us. Thank you for doing your growth work. Yes, wonderful. So I'll finish with this. A quote from Norman Vincent Peale. Become a Possibilitarian. No matter how dark things seem to be or actually are, raise your sights and see the possibilities. Always see them, for they're always there. Let's pray. Just taking in that feeling of all amazing things are possible. How grateful I am. Grateful for this beautiful, beautiful community. Grateful for this amazing sun-shining day. Grateful to be here amongst my spiritual family. grateful to know there is only one power, one presence, whether you call it Mother, Father, God, Allah, Jehovah, Hashem, the way, Spirit, light, energy, love. So many names and yet only one. This oneness that is in everything. It's everywhere. It's in each and every bloom and blossom and bursting tree. It's in every possibility. In every time we say, what if? It's simply everywhere. Every circumstance, every situation. It's in each and every being and animal and plant on this earth and beyond. Because I know there's only this one thing happening here. I claim and know that I am the I am, the possible. And I know the same truth for every beautiful soul within earshot of this prayer. We are not flying solo. We are together, intertwined, unified, creating this world together from what is possible. And for this, I get to see that all things are happening for our good. Even all those challenging things have happened for our good so that we could come together and march and unite and notice what we have in common. That we all want the same things. We want love, we want wholeness, we want abundance, we want opportunities. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, we all want these same qualities of life that mean so much to all of us. So for all of these things happening in exactly the way they've happened, I know that they're bringing us to a new consciousness, a new day and age, where we get to create from what is possible instead of creating from a place of fear and anxiety. So for those of us in this room that have loved ones that have recently gone through different diagnoses or challenges in their body temple, we hold them in the possibility, knowing that wholeness is on the way, that healing is happening right in this instant. And for those of you in the room that have lost a beautiful soul, they've left this body temple. The love and the grief that is left behind is just a way of showing you how much love was and is and always will be present. And for all of those of us in the room that just want peace and prosperity for the world, we know that this too is possible. Being a Possibilitarian is the way that we choose. Even when we make mistakes and buy into the fearful things, we come back. We come back to the truth of who and what we are. We are light, we are love, we are one, we are unified. And for this, I am grateful for answered prayer. I'm grateful for the ways that we show up to love each other, support each other. And I let this go into this field of consciousness, this beautiful place where we have planted seeds of possibilities and they're growing right before our eyes. And if you resonate with any of this, please say with me, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Thank you. So the ushers are going to come forward, and I'm going to hold them here just for a moment because something amazing is birthing here at our center. Just a couple days ago, I got a letter from the executive director of Centers for Spiritual Living. This is what he said. Dear colleagues, I'm writing to you personally because what your center has done deserves to be said out loud and said with gratitude. Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living is one of 18 centers in the entire Centers for Spiritual Living community that has stepped up in an extraordinary way. Your consistent and generous financial support of the home office, sharing 5% or more of your budget in 2026, is making it possible for this movement to sustain, grow, and serve communities around the world. Isn't that awesome? Go ahead, ushers. I'll just keep reading this to you guys. Because of that, I am proud to formally recognize Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living as a super center. We're a super center. This is not a small thing. It reflects the leadership and generosity and the living demonstration of spiritual law that your community embodies. You are not just supporting a home office, you are investing in this entire global movement. We will be recognizing you at all super centers at our annual convention in Reno, which Rick and I will be attending. Yes. And basically, he wanted me to share this with all of you. It says, let them know that their giving has made it possible for this recognition. So I am deeply grateful to all of you. Thank you for giving. My intention is to keep giving at that level. We'll always be a super center. Because I want this philosophy and this way of life to be available to all the generations that come. Let's bless this. Outstretch your heart through your hands and say after me, we are so blessed.
We are so blessed.
I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
I know. As I give, it comes back.
It comes back.
Multiplied abundantly.
Multiplied abundantly.
We are so blessed.
We are so blessed.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, Ruth.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free, I'm released. I've been set free, I'm released. The burden of my past has gone away at last. I've been set free, I'm released. More than I need comes to me. More than I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. More than I need comes to me. More than I need comes to me.
Nice, Anna. Let's hear some more from MotherShip.
All right. Well, make sure I'm in tune here. That last song we played by Bob Dylan was written in 1963, making it 63 years old, and every bit as powerful as it was back then.
Yeah.
6 years later, 1969, George Harrison wrote a song, and he considered that time period, 63 through 69, there was tremendous cultural evolution, wonderful stuff happened, and it's going on today. Don't think it's not. George Harrison took the same topic matter, and he turned it around, and he created one of the most hopeful, uplifting, joyful, and just plain cheery songs that I'm aware of. We would love to hear you all sing along with us if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Little darling, well, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, well, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, well, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, well, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, oh, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, well, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's coming?
The sun.
The sun.
Although I heard it's
Wow.
going to snow next week. Dang it.
MotherShip. Wow. And that guitar picking, I mean, that's hard.
He worked on that a long time.
Wow. Wow.
I've got blisters on my fingers.
Oh, to be a possibilitarian, huh?
Yeah.
What a great message. Hopeful.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever we, point at and want to complain about, turn it upside down. Think of solutions. Think of the greater possibilities, and celebrate that. and not so much the anger, pointing fingers, you know. Again, the more we resist things, the more they tend to persist. So thank you for that wonderful message. Remember, the practitioners will be available across the hall if you'd like a prayer today. Our Getting to Know You meeting downstairs in the retreat center, a lunch and great conversation. Learn how we work, how we're organized, what the philosophy is all about. Learn about affirmative prayer, all those things that we hold dear in this community. Be a wonderful time. Remember the Seder coming up on April 2nd. Buy your ticket. Show up. That'll be, Rabbi Allen is the coolest Reformed Jew you will ever meet. He's so new thought about his Judaism, and he's great company and funny. So take advantage of that. That'd be great. Yes. What? Oh, hi, Mike.
Yeah. 3 o'clock at the Capitol today. It's Transgender Day.
Oh. Wow, all right. Thank you, Mike. Raffle tickets, they're still for sale. Remember, the big Easter basket. It could be yours next week. Buy a ticket. Look forward to that. All right, everybody, let's stand and sing our closing song. What a great song for today, for this month. Mm-hmm. Stand together.
Something great is happening. Love has taken hold and it won't let go of us now. Something here is calling us forward, upward motion. We're drops in one ocean. Roll on. Will you rise up with me today? Lift up your voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Live your dream of the highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference. Let's stand together. Share your gifts with the world that's waiting for a change that we're all creating. It's a moment for our greatness. Let's stand together now. Every day's a chance you can do something amazing to feel your passion blazing and shine. Paint with every vision and dance in new directions. Explode to new heights in your mind. I will rise up with you today. Lift up my voice and boldly say, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Yeah. Live your dream of the highest calling. Be the hope of a new day dawning. We're the ones who can make a difference.